Okay? And I'll try to be very brief because I think it's important for us to hear where you want to take this conversation tonight, because I have a feeling that most of us are in agreement that Medicaid expansion would be a good thing for citizens of Louisiana. We know that lack of health insurance is associated with higher morbidity and higher mortality. I've told stories of people in our system without insurance that have died because they don't have health insurance. And there's a lot of evidence to support that. The Institute of Medicine says 18,000 people a year die annually because of lack of health insurance, and other people have put that number much higher. So it's a serious issue. And while we can all argue about what is the best way to solve this problem, what's the best way to approach this problem, I bet we can all in this room agree that the fact that in the United States there are 50 million people who are uninsured, and in Louisiana we have anywhere between 750,000 and 900,000 people who are uninsured in this day and age. Just doesn't, it's just not right. So in that regard, an expansion of Medicaid would be a significant improvement to addressing that issue. I think you hear all kind of arguments on why this is a good idea or a bad idea. Is Medicaid the perfect system? Absolutely not. Is there the perfect system out there? Absolutely not. We could all debate, what is the right place to cover these uninsured individuals, but we do know that given coverage is associated with better health outcomes. This is a proposal that is available to the state. There's no benefit to people in Louisiana by rejecting the expansion. It's not going to benefit your federal taxes. You're going to lose investments in the state, and there are a lot of uninsured people who will go without care without the expansion. So without getting into a lot of detail on this, because I think as others talk, and Jan will go over some of the numbers, it's clear that this is not going to be a financial burden to the state to expand. We could argue about whether it's a good idea at the federal level or not, but the fact remains that most of the other states are going to participate in this expansion. It's an expansion that is available to Louisiana, and we can get into as much detail with the numbers as you would like tonight and afterwards. But suffice to say, when you take the state share and the savings that the state's going to see, and the tax revenue that we generated by the additional federal spending, the state can certainly afford to do this expansion. In fact, it's very likely to net out as a positive. I think it's interesting that you haven't seen any kind of detailed analysis by decision makers in the state as we make proclamations that it's going to cost us too much. But anyway, we can get into all of those details as we go along. Let me turn it over back to Melissa and to David so we can get to your questions.
Okay, fantastic. Let's get Fred around.